parasitology. Okay, coming on with a different topic, which is very interesting one as well, that is genetics. Okay, so what is genetics? Okay, usually it have people have a kind of a misconception that genetics is very difficult or something like that, which cannot be understood quickly, but it is completely wrong. Genetics is something which is very a kind of a topic which can enthusiast you, and also it is something which is something which used in today's life in pharmaceuticals, if in medicines, then in treatments, then in food industries, then in agriculture industries. Everywhere genetics is being used. Okay, everywhere genetics is being used. So to know more about what is genetics, so what is that study known as? Okay, so we will first know what it is, something which is very interesting topic, that is genetics. Okay, gene. Okay, gene is nothing but a small character which takes up the information. Okay, a small character or a small what I should say, a small product which takes up the what is that information. For example, now take up your SD card. Okay. For example, take your SD card of your phone. Okay. Your SD card of your phone takes up a lot of information stores in it. Yes or no? Yes or no? Everyone are aware about SD cards. You know, your memory cards in your phones. Everyone are aware, right? No one is aware. And everyone are aware about the SD cards which you use in your phones, right? Which takes up or stores the information in it, like the in pictures, videos, and the different documents which you save. Okay, different documents which you save is been or the stored in something called as SD card in your phones. Okay, so same it is genes, which stores the information of your body. Okay, which stores the information of your body and then transfers it to the other generation. Okay, it stores the information in your body, from your body, and transfers it to the other generation. So genes is nothing but a small, a kind of a SD card only, which what it does, it stores the information and then it transfers it to the next generation. Okay, so to know about gene, we'll have to know more about genetics, what it is. Okay, so gene was first named as traits by Gregor Mendel, who is a father of genetics. Okay, why it was known as traits is because they didn't know what is that particular thing called as. Okay, so they had to just give a name, so they called it as traits. Okay, Gregor Mendel called it as traits, who is known as the father of genetics. Okay, so they were called as a traits in the earlier, very initial when the discovery was done. That time it was known as traits. Okay, the study of how traits are inherited and passed on one generation to the next. Okay, so the only thing you have to remember now is what it does, what is the study known as, okay, and how it works. So the study of how traits are inherited and passed on one generation to the next. So what happens is this gene, what it does, it stores the information from your body. Okay, it stores the information from your body and then it passes on to the next generation. Now, for example, think you have gone to see a newborn baby in a hospital. Okay, your family all together, you have gone to see a newborn baby. So usually people just do the resemblance that the nose, the baby nose is similar to her mom or her mother or her father or her grandparents, anything. Yes or no? Everyone must have everyone must have done this resemblance, or have must have into this, like to say that okay, the baby's nose or eyes are similar to their parents or the grandparents or anyone. Okay, the thing is why it is done. Okay, the thing is why it is done, why the resemblance is done. Okay, the resemblance is only done because some resemblance they have got from their parents, from their grandparents, or anyone in the family. Okay, it is done because they have got this resemblance from their resemblance means similarity from their parents, grandparents, or the anyone from the family. Okay, so that means something, some object or some product is working on it, right? To get that resemblance or the similarity from their parents or from their grandparents, and that the one which is working, that particular trait, is known as gene. This gene helps them to get the similarity from their parents, okay, or anyone from the family, okay. So this gene helps it, okay. So that means this gene is inherited, okay. Inherited means they take it up, okay. Inheritance means taking up and passing on to the other generation. Okay, taking up and passing on to the other generation. Genetics is nothing but study of genes. Okay, first you have to remember is genetics means study of genes. Okay, genetics means study of genes. Now you got to know what is genes. Genes are the that genes are a structural function unit. Okay, it is also a structural function unit of a DNA. Okay, genes are also the structural and functional unit of the DNA, which helps on, okay, which helps on to pass the one trait from one generation to the other generation. Okay, those are the structural or functional unit which helps on to the passing of from one generation to the other generation. Okay, what they help to pass? They help to pass the characteristics. Okay, traits are known as characteristics. Okay, traits are known as characteristics. Traits are known as characteristics. So these characteristics are inherited. Means these genes take it up, store it, and pass it to the other generation. Okay, store it and pass it to the other generation. So genes are nothing but structural and functional unit. Okay, structural and functional unit of DNA. Unit of DNA. So what the genes do? They store, okay, they take up the information from the older generation. This inherit it. Inheriting is nothing but taking up. Okay, inheritance is nothing but taking up. They inherit it and then pass on to the other generation. You have to remember genes is structural and functional unit of DNA. Genetics is study of genes. Okay, study of genes and how these characters from how these traits or the characteristics or the resemblance from your older generation is passed on to the other generation. Okay, from your older generation is passed on to the other generation, and this is a double stranded DNA. You can see in the picture, right? This is double stranded. This is double stranded DNA. DNA is nothing but deoxyribonucleic acid. Okay, so only now you have to remember what is gene. Gene is the structural and functional unit of DNA. Genetics is study of the genes and how the characteristics are inherited, taken up and passed on to the one generation to the other generation. Okay, passed on to the from one generation to the other generation. Please note down the points from the screen. Okay, please note down the points from the screen so that it will be easy for you to study. Okay, go through the points, and if there are any doubts, you can ask me later. Please note down the points from the screen. Okay, someone asked me, what is the long form of DNA? Yeah, long form of DNA is, wait, deoxyribo nucleic acid. Okay, deoxyribonucleic NucLeic. Okay, deoxyribonucleic acid. Okay, DNA is nothing but deoxyribonucleic acid. So, DNA is nothing but deoxyribonucleic acid, and DNA is the structural and functional unit of DNA. Okay, and gene is something which takes up the information from the organism. Okay, not only humans, from the other organisms also they take up where the genes are present. They take up the information. Okay, store it and pass on to the next generation. It works like that memory card in your phone. Okay, it works like that one memory card in your phone which stores the information. Okay, which stores the information. Is there any doubt regarding genetics? Is there any doubt regarding genetics? Yes, any doubts regarding this? Okay, so it is clear, right? Okay, very good. So, if there is any doubt, do ask me. Do not keep it with you. Okay, very good, Divya, Daneshwari, Saundarya. Very good. Okay, okay. So, this is about genetics. Please do write down the points intake. Okay. So, next coming to, hmm, okay, next coming to paleontology. I remember, if you remember about, we had studied about paleobotany. Remember anyone? We had studied about paleobotany. What it was about? What it was about? You remember? Anyone remembers paleobotany? Do not remember what was paleobotany? Okay, till anyone who remembers? Very good, Diana. Study of fossil plants. Yes. Study of fossil plants was paleobotany. Okay, very good. So, okay, whoever doesn't remember it, paleobotany is nothing but study of fossil plants. Do go through those points once again. Okay, very good, Daneshwari Arena. Study of fossil plants is known as paleobotany. Okay, very good. Keep answering others also. Do not just keep answering. Even if you have any doubts regarding this also, you can just answer me. We'll do the corrections. Okay. So paleobotany is nothing but study of fossil plants. Now, when you know it is a study of fossil plants, that means paleontology means also you will be having some idea. That is, it is study about something fossils. Okay, something fossils. Fossils means which we see which must be have been present for a longer back, very long back, which is now extincted, okay, which is now extincted or vanished away, okay, which is now which we cannot see now, which is not present now. So those study of those organisms and all, that is known as paleontology. Okay, that is known as paleontology. You can see the pictures over there. Yes, decayed organisms which have been not been present now. For example, such as dinosaurs, mammoths, and all such organisms are there. Many such plants are also there which are endangered, okay, which are vanished away. So can you see in the picture? You can see in the picture over here there is a skeleton. The archaeologists are working on it. Archaeologists are something who work on the fossils, okay, who work on the fossils. Can you see here? Can you see over here? How many of you have come across those news where usually it has been said that about there are footprints found about the footprints are found of an organisms, or because of the footprints we have got to know that this organism had or this animal was existing and all. Anyone who has seen this in discovery channels or in newspapers or news anywhere? Well, usually of the older organisms which have been extincted now, those organisms skeletons are been found. Yes or no? Yes, very good. So those some of those skeletons, some of those scriptures like this have been usually will be found, and on that the archaeologists will work on that. Okay, archaeologists will work on that. The study which archaeologists do is known as paleontology. Okay, the study which archaeologists do is known as paleontology, means they work on the fossils. Okay, the fossils which they found, like they found some footprints have been found, skeletons are found, such imprints are found, which you can see on the screen, right? Or the imprint on the stone. Okay, some imprints are found. Okay, so based on that, they study. Okay, based on such fossils found, they study, and that study is known as paleontology. Okay, that study is known as paleontology. The study of the fossil, the preserved remains, and the traces of organism from the past. Okay, the traces of the organism from the past. If they find any such skeletons, such footprints, such imprints, what they do is they study on it. Okay, what they do is they study on it. Okay, that study is known as that particular study is known as paleontology, studying about the fossils, studying about the older organisms. Okay, studying about the older organisms, that is known as paleontology. Okay, anyone have seen has seen any such archaeologist work anywhere going on, or anyone has found footprints or anything like that? Anyone has gone through, anyone has seen anything as such? If you have seen, it's a very interesting topic as well, because you have to see such things, because what happens is it gives you an idea that how the work is done. Okay, they have to find out that how old that organism is. Okay, based on that how old that skeleton is, how old that imprint is. Okay, so on that thing they just give out that how old or how back this organism existed. Okay, how old or how long back this organism existed. Okay, so this is about paleontology. Anyone has got any doubt regarding this? Only remember the study of the fossils. Okay, the study of the fossils or the preserved remains. Okay, preserved remains. Any such science centers, museums, or anywhere you go, usually you find this preserved animals kept. Anyone has gone there? Anyone who have visited such science centers or not? Yes, very good. Shells and exoskeleton will be kept. Very good. Shells and exoskeleton, such things have been kept. Okay, just for the people to know that okay, this organisms also existed. Okay, this organisms also organism also existed. I guess I had given the example of dinosaurs as well. You must have seen, right, in movies of Jurassic Park or any such movies based on Dinosaurs, yes, you must have seen how large they were. Okay, how large they were, how larger space they needed. Okay, how larger space they needed. Okay, but now you cannot find that organisms now. You cannot find dinosaurs now. It's because they couldn't adapt and they extincted. Okay, but they existed. And this theory that they existed this long back was given by the study known as paleontology. Okay, no one was there to see, right, whether dinosaurs were there or not. Just by having the fossils, just by having those skeletons found, just by having those imprints found, just by having their footprints found, they just they just gave the idea of that dinosaurs were present. Okay, the dinosaur existed. Okay, they just give the idea that dinosaurs existed by this theory. Okay, that study is known as paleontology. If it's clear to everyone, everyone understood? Everyone should be answering me. Okay, I know how many of you are present, and I'll be asking questions for each one of you. It's very good, Sanya. It's very good. Okay, yes, Sharati. Boys are not answering. Okay, Karthik. Okay, you have visited Mysore Vishweshwaraya Museum. Yes, you have to. Anytime if you get the chance, please do visit. Please do study more about this. Okay. Yes. Yes, Priya. So next we'll go on to okay. Very good. So we'll move on to the next topic. Clear about paleontology, no? Paleontology, no? Okay, now we will just have an brief introduction about the coming topic we will be learning. Okay, about the coming topic we will be learning, what we will be learning about that. Okay, so yes, that's Mia, Ambika, Monica. Okay, so we'll learn about the next living organism, the topics we will learn. So until now, we have learned about the divisions, about different things existed, about animals, about plants, about their divisions and all, which is very important to study to have a very strong basic. It's very important. Okay, now we have known about genes as well. We have known about the cells as well. Okay, I have not given much more information about the DNAs and all because we will be learning it. We'll not first only confuse ourselves with all those things. Okay. So let us know what in living organisms now what we are going to study. Okay. So first one is we'll start with the fitness and evolution because this is what we are going to study how evolution took place from a small amoeba, how we went on to become a human being. Okay, how this complexity started. Okay, how that complexity just gave from the amoeba, how just it gave rise to just gave rise to a human being. Okay, that is about we will study in the evolution. Okay, the communities and ecosystem. Ecosystem is nothing but the interaction between the organism and the environment. Okay, how the interaction between the organism and the environment is taking place. Okay, how the interaction between the organism and the environment takes place. Then about organisms response to environment. Okay, so everyone are aware about the touch me not plant, right? Mimosa pudica. Everyone are aware about touch me not plant, right? Anyone who is not aware? Yes, everyone are aware. Everyone have done the experiment of touching it, right? What happens when when you touch it? What happens when you touch it? What happens when you touch it? Close. It will close, right? It closes. It must be very something you are a scientist yourself because you have discovered something which because of your touch it closes. It's very good. It closes, right? Hmm. Why do you think it must be closing? Is it shy? from you people, because just because of touching it close? There must be something, right? You as a kid or as a now also, you must be touching it, right? Anywhere you find touch me not plant. Yes, yeah, we all do. Yes, we all do it, because it is something very fascinating. Yes, Sonal. Yes, everyone have done it. Yes, so everyone does it, right? It closes. That closing is nothing but called as response to environment. Okay, that closing is nothing but response to environment. Okay, that's a response is given by that plant to their surrounding environment. That you going and touching it is something which you are doing to that plant. Okay, well, okay, I'm not audible. Am I audible now? Voice is not clear. Okay. That is something which you go and response means you go and touch it, and because of that the response takes place. Yes or no? Yes, Ambika. Yes. Thank you, Daneshwari Soundarya. That is nothing but called as response, and that response to environment. That's organism's response to environment. Okay, that plant is responding to you. Okay, that plant is responding to you. Then about the behavior, about how that organism is. Okay, how the organism behaves, or how the organism has a behavior towards any such thing, and about its adaptation also. So there are some plants which needs a lot of water to grow. Yes or no? There are some plants which needs a lot of water to grow, whereas desert plants like cactus and all doesn't need much of water. Yes or no? Paddy plants, that is the rice plants, needs lot of water to grow, whereas the cactus plants, okay, cactus plants which grow in the desert area and all, they do not need much of water. Okay, yes. So that means there are behavior changes. Yes or no? Behavior changes is nothing but the behavior of cactus plants is different towards less water, and the behavior of paddy plant is different towards less water. If the rice plants doesn't get the more of water, they die. Yes or no? Everyone should be answering. Yes. Yeah. So the behavior for the water for cactus plants is different. For the behavior of water for the paddy plant, it is different. That means there is a difference of behavior in organisms. Okay, very good, Radhika. So then coming upon metabolism and reproduction. Metabolism is nothing but all the activities, okay, all the different activities which is happening in your body. Okay, metabolism is nothing but all the chemical reactions. Okay, chemical reactions, yes, Karthik, chemical reactions, some different activities which is happening, which will be learning the chemical breaking which is taking place in your body, that all chemical reactions, everything will study in the metabolism and reproduction, giving out a new organism. Okay, giving out a new organism is nothing but reproduction. Then homeostasis and organ function, how the organ functions, how the whole entire functioning of your organs takes place. Okay, how the pumping of your this heart takes place, how the kidney works, how the kidney functions, how your stomach function, how your lungs function. All this we will study in the homeostasis and organ function. We'll know more about it. Then growth and development. Growth and development in when if we go back, okay, if we go back and flashback now, we have studied about embryology, right? From very small vertebrate, we go on to become a full-fledged human being. Yes or no? Everyone remembers, right? Yes. In embryology, we studied where we studied about a very small, tiny creature. We go on to become a uh, full-fledged human being, and that is nothing but growth and development. Okay, the growth which takes place from a tiny creature to a human being, from there again, from very small 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, and how we become from a very toddler to a small baby. From a baby went to become teenagers, and then how the adults, this all growth and development, how does it takes place. Okay, this is we'll study about in growth and development. Then the cell structure and organization. So how the cell structures are, okay, how the cells are, a cell, everyone knows, right? Structural and function unit of, structural and function unit of, what is cell? Yes, very good. Structural and function unit of life. Very good. So, structural function unit of your life or a body, that is nothing but cell. Cell structures and organization. How the cell structure is. Okay. How the cell structure is or how it is organized. Okay. So, usually, for example, you usually draw it like this. Cells. Okay. We usually draw it like this because to show that it is like this, we're having a nucleus. Okay, how the cell structure is, we'll study in the cell structure and organization, how they are organized. Okay, how they are organized to give out a tissue. Okay, to give out a tissue. Then from tissue, cell gives tissue, tissue gives. In last class we had done a cell gives tissue, tissue gives. No, what it was. From cell, very good, Dineshwari. Tissue, organs. Okay, tell me, Karthik, from organs. Cells gives tissues, tissue gives organs, from organ gives organisms. Very good, Reena. It gives organisms. Okay, we have to remember this, okay? So, cell gives tissues, tissues gives organs, and organ gives organism. This is how it hierarchy is. Okay, remember this. Easy to remember, right? CTOO. Okay, remember CTOO. Next time, if I ask what is CTOO, then cells, tissues, organs, organisms. Very good, Tasmia, Daneshwari, Reena, Monica. Very good. Okay, this we are having just a lesson 1 minute now. Next coming to molecular genetics. Molecular genetics is nothing but to more about the genetic, that very deeper level of genetics we will be studying, that in the molecular level. Okay, we'll know more about all this in your coming chapter, that is about living organisms and their diversity. Okay, is there any doubts? Is there any doubts? Understood the class? If there is any doubts, please go through the points once again and do ask me in the next class. Okay. Any doubts? Okay. Understood, right? Understood the class, right? Go through the points. If there are any doubts, do ask me in the next class. Okay. Understood. Okay. Very good, Divya. Radhika. Go through the points. Okay. Do study. Okay. Understood. Yes. If there are any doubt, don't keep it to yourself. Do ask me.